Technology plays a huge role in how our world functions today in almost all aspects. We use technology more than we realize. It is no secret that technology is continuing to grow and expand. Because of this, we need to continue to prepare for the advancements of technology that are going to happen in the future. Technology has provided us with so many resources that we otherwise wouldn't be capable of reaching. It would be very disappointing if we didn't take advantage of the advancements that technology has provided for us. I mean, why not bring it into the classroom? I will argue that technology needs to be present in today's students' classrooms because it allows students to have better experiences, more independency, and have a greater range of communication in their education. Not only does it do all of these things, but technology allows students to do all of these things more efficiently and helps them prepare for the future. This is addressed to Chris Miller. He is the president of the AECT, the Association for Educational Communications and Technology. This is of concern to him because he plays a big role with how technology is incorporated into students' education because, well, it's his job. Through giving him this information, he can improve what he has created and understand how it has gone. This matters to him because there is always room for improvement and new ideas. Not only am I providing him with affirmation about what he is doing is right, I am also reassuring him that his work is making a positive, lasting difference. I am also providing suggestions and new ideas on how to make it even that much better. One of the advancements technology brings into the classroom is experiences. Technology can provide students with experiences that they wouldn't be able to experience otherwise. Technology allows students to participate in real-life experiences right in their classroom. Technology can provide students with live stimulations and allows them to be able to do things that their teachers wouldn't normally be able to offer because of expenses, reality, or logical circumstances. For example, Matthew Link shares a situation where students are studying geography. While having technology in the classroom, students can use simulations such as Google Maps or Google Earth rather than looking at a still picture in a textbook. Without technology, if you wanted to physically look at the Earth in the way that Google Earth allows you to, students would have to go to space, which just isn't possible. These technical advancements allow for greater exploration and control. It brings what they are learning to life. Link also shares how technology is interactive and students learn by doing and exploring. This is just what this simulation did for these students. Not only do simulations help students experience things that would otherwise be impossible, it also helps students be more actively involved. To further explain, say that in your science class you're performing an experiment. The teacher is in the front of the class and asks for a few volunteers. If you are not a volunteer, you are then observing the situation rather than performing. With technology, you can instead allow every student to perform every step, which keeps them more actively engaged and less likely to get distracted. It allows for a more one-on-one interaction and allows this experience to be accessible anywhere, school, home, or even on vacation. Technology also allows students to have a more independent approach to their learning. Without technology, students often have to rely solely on their teacher's lectures when learning. Wainwright states that technology allows the classroom to have a different theme, rather than just a teacher relaying information while the students absorb and regurgitate. Wainwright also shares how teachers' roles have drastically changed with technology. Teachers are more of a facilitator than just a dispenser of information. Students don't have to depend solely on what their teachers know because they have lots of outside sources just a click away. Because of technology, students have a whole world of opportunities at their fingertips. But because of this, students aren't having everything handed to them. They have to perform their own research. This is better for learning because when you research yourself, actually performing the action, you are more likely to remember what you are learning than if you were told it in a lecture. Technology also allows students to look into their own interests and personal questions. This allows them to have a more personalized learning experience, which is very important factor in today's education for everyone. Personalized learning is one of the biggest struggles that teachers face today. Technology also helps students with their ways of communication immensely. Having technology in the classroom helps students share their information and ideas with more people than just the teachers and students in their classroom. This allows their education to have a greater impact, allowing them to share their ideas and views with everyone. Because technology allows our students to reach such a large scale of people, this enables our students to participate in wide range discussions, giving them the opportunity to talk to people from different backgrounds. This helps with diversification. Communicating with people outside of their social bubbles help them to realize problems outside of their world. By breaking this social bubble, it helps them to expand their ideas and opinions and widens their knowledge. Communicating on a large scale also allows for collaboration. While discussing with other students and finding other sources, they can build off of others' ideas to create their own. Even though technology is very beneficial for large-scale purposes, it is also very useful inside the classroom too. A teacher under the name of Catherine McKnight shares that technology facilitates our ability to extend our classroom community. Teachers can use web-based platforms to communicate about assignments and administer help. Students can also reach out to one another if needed. Just like Purdue University says, today technology enables forms of communication and collaboration undreamt of in the past. Technology is very efficient and convenient for students today. Technology saves students lots of time and unneeded stress in many ways. When performing research, students don't have to go and spend countless hours in the library searching for information. With technology in the picture, they can easily search it up and find very useful information in less than half the time. Because it is so quick and easy, it also allows students to learn more at a faster rate. Technology just makes more sense. For example, if you're assigned a 3-page paper, you'd want to type it rather than longhand writing it. This is not because the actual work is easier, but because it is more efficient. Not only is it easier to find information, it is likely to be more accurate as well. Textbooks are easily outdated, while the internet is constantly being updated. Technology also allows us to leave the textbooks and 3-ring binders behind, making backpacks easier to carry, and that's always a bonus. Just because there are so many positives that come from using technology in the classroom, this does not mean that we should be ignorant to the issues that it brings into the classroom as well. Some people believe that technology has negative effects on students' education. People have addressed their valid concerns that technology is making the education system worse and is drawing today's students' attention away from what really matters. Julia Kloss is very vocal about this topic and has 2 major concerns. Elizabeth Nuttall has concerns as well. Julia Kloss believes that technology in the classroom can really end up just wasting our time. Whether it ends up being wasted on technical troubles or having to explain how to use a technology because of lack of consistency and skill level, time is always wasted on something. Some students may already know how to use technology while others may not, and if the teacher has to re-explain it, not only are they wasting their time, but a proportion of the student's time as well, which is unfair to both parties. Kloss also believes that technology can be taking our focus off of learning and more towards games. Teachers often use technology for educational games. This then causes students to associate computers and technology with game playing, says Kloss. Although this can help a lot with motivating students to do their work and focus, it also makes it easier for students to get distracted and off task. Kloss also shares her concern about students trying hacking or surfing the internet for things that are not appropriate. Nuttall states that technology can prevent students from developing and using basic literacy, math, and communication skills, all of which are essential in both day-to-day living and working life. If everything is taught through technology, students are not getting the physical interaction that they need to develop these skills. They are also suffering socially because of the lack of person-to-person interaction that technology is replacing. Although all of these statements are true, that does not mean we can deny the fact that technology will be in the future. It'd be very dumb of us to ignore this fact. Because technology is so efficient, it isn't going to go anywhere. We are going to have to adapt with technology and not against it. It is important that we learn to accept technology and move from victims to victors and allow ourselves to proactively begin to capitalize on emerging technologies as they become the new tools of the trade, as Davis says. These situations will not improve unless we start somewhere. We can't avoid technology altogether. Most jobs that will be around in the future don't even exist yet. This is just how much technology is going to grow. If we don't prepare our students for it, they are going to be worse off than if we incorporate it now. In conclusion, there are a lot of obvious pros and cons that come along with having technology in the classroom. This is what makes this such a controversial topic. I think it is important to keep a happy ground and don't go all out on either side. Circumstances play a huge part in deciding how to incorporate technology in the classroom. A student from NCSU, North Carolina State University, Ben McNeely, states that technology must be used for a practical purpose. In order for it to be effective and helpful, it is important that we are using technology for a valid purpose and that we don't find ourselves incorporating technology into the classroom for no reason. We need to have a clear objective if technology is going to be successful.